Hi, happy Sunday everybody. I hope I'm finding you all well and you're all on top form. I'm on a very swivelly chair at the moment, as you can see, so if all of a sudden you find just you looking at the back of my head, I apologise because it seems to be very extremely swivelly. However, I'll try and sit still. I thought today, I know somebody contacted me during the week. They'd bought something, they'd actually gone into a shop, they'd bought something, and when they got it home it didn't fit. And I know that is so frustrating. You buy something that you really like, and when you get it home, you know, there's two things that can happen if you haven't been able to try it on, and that is A, you don't like it when you put it on, and B, it doesn't fit when you get it home, and that there's nothing more frustrating. So I thought I'd give you a few pointers on how to check. There's still a lot of shops out there where you can't try on. Some shops will, a lot won't. I know I was in one or two shops in Macarthur Glen last week, and like I say, there were some that were allowing you to try on and others weren't. So it can be extremely frustrating, especially if you're wanting something for an occasion or to go with something else. So I thought I'd just give you a few pointers. The first thing is measure yourself, get yourself a tape measure. Now I don't mean a B&Q special, because that isn't going to go around your curves, and we all have curves, and that isn't going to work. So, you know, don't borrow your husband's, your other halves. That, no way. That's for measuring bits of wood and things. You want a proper tape measure. Now, this is one that I use for dressmaking, and I usually end up wearing it around my neck. But you can get them in little, like a little roller thing, like this, but it's a fabric. You get a fabric one. You know, get them online. Buttons for Buttons will sell them. Boys will sell them. You know, most places, most haberdasherers, you'll be able to get a tape measure. Arm yourself with a tape measure and keep one in your handbag. You know, they have centimetres on one side and inches on the other. When you measure yourself, use both measurements, both rules, you know, so you're using centimetres and inches. Now, the way to measure yourself is measure yourself across the widest part of your bust. Don't pull the tape measure, ignore the figures. You know, ignore these numbers, because I can guarantee you'll think, oh God, you know, don't. Just ignore them. They're a number, that's all. Measure underneath your bust where your bra band would go. Then measure your waist, and don't pull it in tight. We've all done that, you know. You want a tape measure, an elastic tape measure. No, it doesn't work. So just measure yourself, but keep the measurement comfortable on your waist. Now, your waist should be somewhere around about your belly button, but I know, you know, we're all different figures, we're all different shapes. It's the narrowest part where you would normally stand and put your hands on your waist. The other place you measure is your hips. And again, it's the widest part of your hips. Now, that could vary depending on your shape, but find the widest part and measure your hips. Again, don't put the tape measure too tight. Make a note of all these numbers. You needn't show them to anybody else. Ignore what magazines say. Ignore everything that you read. Those measurements are you, and it's you who is important. It's, you know, you've earned those numbers, so don't get chewed up and upset by them at all. Please, you mustn't. Once you've got your measurements, keep them safe. Don't let anybody else see them. They're yours. It's private. When you go to the shop, say you're buying a blouse. When you go to the shop, you've seen your blouse, you're not sure whether it's going to fit and you can't try it on. Lay the blouse on the counter. Honestly, the staff won't mind. If they do mind, you've got problems. You walk out. You know, I'm not having it. Hi, I think I can't see who that is, but hi. So lay the blouse out. Say it's a blouse. Lay the blouse out and measure it, and compare those measurements to the ones that you've taken of yourself, and allow a little bit of wriggle room. You don't want it snug. Now, if you're between two sizes, go for the larger size. There's nothing worse than trying to squeeze into something that's even a tad too small, because it just looks ridiculous. Honestly, it makes you look bigger than if you got something the correct size. So if you're in between two sizes, get the larger size. Honestly, it's worth it. So again, check if it's a blouse, go under the arms where the sleeves meet the body of the blouse and measure across there. And don't forget, you've got to double that figure. So if it measures 18, it means it's a 36. Okay, so don't forget that. So if you're measuring it and all, oh God, you know, and again, with the waist of anything, you're measuring double. And again, with the waist, it's so important, don't get it too tight, because there's nothing more uncomfortable than a waistband on a skirt or a pair of trousers that's just far too tight. So once you've got your measurements, once you've done the measurements of the garment, you're good to go. Like I say, err on the side of caution. Go, if you're in between sizes, go a little bit larger, go the next size up, rather than having it skimping. So hems, now as those people who know me, I'm only short. So I can guarantee that whatever trousers I buy will need shortening. I mean, sometimes even petite trousers will need shortening. The only time they don't need shortening is if I buy 7/8 trousers, and then they're a lovely length. But they're not on anybody else, they're 7/8 as they should be. So, you know, shortening trousers, look for something called Wonderweb or Bondaweb if you can't sew. Otherwise, which is, it's like a double-sided sticky tape in effect that you iron on and that you can fold them up. Otherwise, you know, if you're no good seamstress to sew trousers, ignore hems. If hems are too long, honestly, it's one of the easiest things to rectify. So don't worry about a hem if it's too long. Even on a blouse, it's easy enough to shorten, honestly. Find yourself a good seamstress. I mean, I've said this time and time again, make them your friend. Honestly, they're worth the weight in gold. The other thing I'll say is, if you are buying online, a lot of companies, Boden is one, H&M is another, and they will have a what size fits me page. And if you go on that page, you put in various details about your height, your weight, your age. I'm not quite sure why they want your age, but however, you put all these details in, and they will tell you what, and you also put in something that you've bought in the past, Marks and Spencer's or wherever, what size that was. And then they will be able to guide you as to what sizes that their garments are, because you will find that although they give a general guide, they will not give the individual guide to the garment that you're interested in. And mainly that's down to a matter of time. They can't measure every single garment that they're selling. That would be, you know, they'd be forever at it. So there's some tips. I hope they're proving helpful. Like I said, before you buy anything online, do check the return policy. If you do buy something online and it's not right, don't leave it in the back of your wardrobe while you're thinking about sending it back. Take it back the next day, because otherwise it just hangs around, and before you know what's happened, you've passed the expiry time for sending it back, and you landed with it, and that's such a pain, trust me. So see if you can get rid of it straight away. So I hope that's been helpful. Any queries, just give me a call, you know, send me a message, that's fine. You know, this is what stylists do. Stylists work with people, work with the bodies and the body shapes, and we can help you find the clothes that really work. So, you know, like I said, just get in touch, whether it's colours, whether it's style, whether it's wardrobe edit. Talking of which, in the next week or two, I'm going to be offering a wardrobe challenge to you all. So look out for information. And the plan is that I get you all to do some work and have a look at your wardrobes and rejig it all. It's only a very basic wardrobe edit. There isn't lots and lots of work to do, but I'm so excited because they're great fun, and I hope you'll find it fun as well. So look out for that. That's coming up. I'm also going to be doing some more talks. Those of you who know I did a talk with Deborah Richardson with Cabby a week or two ago. which was a great success, and I think everybody enjoyed it. Well, I'm going to be doing some other talks coming up soon. One's with a photographer friend of mine, Paula. I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm going to be talking to Chloe about sports gear, well, yoga gear mainly. I'm going to be talking to Mel as well, hopefully in the not too distant future, again about gym wear and what she finds works for her. So it's all exciting things coming up, and I'm really looking forward to it. In the meantime, if there's anything that you would like me to chat about over the next few weeks, anything to do with style, clothing, makeup, hair, anything, you know, if I can help, I will. So just drop me a line, send me a question. That's absolutely fine. I look forward to hearing from you. In the meantime, have a great week, everybody. I hope this weather continues because it's lovely outside today. I think I might even be able to sit outside with a cup of tea, which would be nice. Or something stronger. I'll see what I've got. Have a good week, everybody. And hopefully I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.